Hello, everyone. I am Judah Bernard with the Rise Creating Your Voice. I am the wisdom dialoguer and the motivational warrior of the Rise Creating Your Voice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today's topic is the art of relaxing. The art of relaxing. Yes, yes. It's just come on in and join as we discuss relaxing as an art. We're going to discuss about techniques to help you master the art of relaxation. But the one thing is, I want people to understand, to know that life is stressful. From health and safety worries to balancing work and family, we have a lot on our plates. What I hear from my clients as a health life coach and executive coach is it's hard to turn off their minds. They're constantly going, which prevents them from relaxing. But we need to think of relaxing not as a stopping point, but as a necessary pause. How about we do a necessary pause and actually think about what that relaxing means and what that relaxing can bring us? Even if you know relaxation is beneficial, too much time on life's hamster wheel may have you wondering where to start. So, the one thing is, you want to learn the actual art of relaxing. The one thing we ask in many occasions is, why can't you relax and stop thinking? While many talk the talk, few have been taught to walk the walk when it comes to relaxation. In it, it means our culture focuses on the go to go. It stresses that you should constantly be doing something. And that is not always true. You shouldn't always think you should be doing something. As a result, downtime can feel foreign or uncomfortable. Well, we got to think about that. So we should always think as a result,
But
downtime
Johnny the
can feel
Walrus has
more
traumatized and
uncomfortable.
triggered Amazon's employees.
The need to be productive can feel like
Literally
a
in
vice
tears
grip
over it, and
squeezing
it's the
every
greatest
part of your
moment of my
life.
career. We'll talk about it today. Also, conservative accounts on Twitter see huge spikes in followers. Right at
That's why quarantine measures may have felt as jarring or as pulling the emergency brake on a runaway train. This period right here that we're in right now, the coronavirus pandemic, has opened our eyes. You could tell that people struggled with the idea of relaxing. They were like, what can I do during this time? Clean my closets? Read 100 books? They could not wrap their minds around the concept even when they finally had time to do it. We got to understand we need to treat it as a luxury, not a necessity. And that's being relaxed. Having the art of relaxation, we need to treat it as luxury and not a necessity. Not many people will say, let's schedule some relaxation time into the day. And most of us were never taught the skill of relaxing as children. So, one thing we have to do is, what is the art of relaxing? So, I wanted to open up with how to teach yourself to relax. While relaxation means different things to different people, we're going to suggest 8 ways to make it happen for you. Are you ready? We did get one person on the stage. Welcome, James. How are you doing today? Are you talking? Hello? You're going green, but we don't hear you. So we'll wait till you come on. Number one is, get rid of the guilt. Give yourself permission to relax. That's one thing we have to think about, is giving ourselves permission to relax. It's necessary to recharge our batteries, and we need to accept and allow for that. So don't feel guilty about it. Recognize that relaxation is essential and not a guilty pleasure. Can you hear me now? He's connected, but he's not on. So
I can hear you.
there you go. Okay, great.
Can you hear me?
Just want you to say hello while I go through this.
You going
How
in
are
and
you
out?
doing today? Okay. Number two,
You going in and out?
practice makes perfect. Just like any skill you want to master, you need to practice relaxing. Say what? We usually attempt to move into relaxation mode when we're in crisis and then try to learn to relax in that moment. The one thing is we should not. That's like trying to learn to swim in the middle of a wave instead of in calm waters. If we practice relaxing when we're calm instead of revved up, we'll get better at it and be able to transition into relaxation more easily. The other thing, number three, is learn how to control your breathing. One thing we will be doing is a 5-5-7, which is 5 breaths in, 5 breaths hold, and then 7 breath exhale. And we'll be doing that exercise later on tonight, and we'll be doing it for 10 times. But it moves your body into relaxation mode. Use the technique called the squeegee breath. Close your eyes. Imagine a window squeegee at the top of your head. As you breathe out, imagine a squeegee pushing toxic thoughts and energy down to your toes and out your body like dirty water at the bottom of a window. Then breathe in deeply and imagine positive thoughts coming in like fresh, clean water. Continue to breathe in and out. Or playing a wind instrument such as a flute or trumpet can also be calming. They can help improve breathing patterns because you have to control your breath while making notes. So that's important too as well. Another one is number four, move out of your head and into your body. Changing physical sensations during moments of stress can help quiet anxious thoughts. Anything soothing to the body can help. It can be as simple as cocooning in a warm blanket or doing some mindful movements or exercises, in which we do a lot around here. Movements that relax muscle tension are key. One that is recommended is called the ragdoll. Let your shoulders drop down like a rag doll. People are often surprised at how much tension they carry when they do that. So, we just drop our shoulders down like a rag doll, just swing around like a rag doll, and then you can release the tension in your shoulders. Number five, try some forest therapy. Forest therapy is simply getting outside into green space. Studies have shown it reduces blood pressure and boosts the mood. Even if you can't get outside, sitting next to a window can help you unwind and relax. Number six, and I want people to really listen to this, is use technology carefully. Technology can be a friend or a foe, depending on how you use it. We forget how to relax because we're always plugged in, which reemphasizes that sense of constantly having to do something. So put your phone away, relax without technology, and see how that feels. But you can also use technology to relax by listening to soothing music or using an app that walks you through relaxation exercises. Number seven, discover what works for you. While hours of reality TV may your help your friend unwind, it may put you on the edge. Take note of when you feel the most relaxed. Relaxing is so individual. It could be anything from looking out the window to exercising, volunteering, or painting. Find what works best for you. Number eight, and last but not least, is practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is about being present in the moment. I do that quite often. When you look too far ahead, you become anxious. So to relax, try to enjoy and take in each moment instead of worrying about what's happening next. So why is relaxation is important? Relaxation takes time and a commitment to the moment. I recommend people set their phone timer for at least 20 minutes so that you don't have to worry about the time. Relaxation is more of a feeling than a thought. The measure of relaxation is how you feel in your body, not when you think you have to get back to more pressing concerns. As you relax more, you may find yourself snapping at your loved ones less. But benefits go beyond a more pleasant demeanor. When you stay in a heightened state of stress, it wears your body down, making it more vulnerable. You can often tell when somebody has been stressed over a long period of time. You see it in their skin, their hair starts turning gray. Sometimes they have more illnesses or colds. Relaxation leads to more strength and resilience. A body under constant stress is like an engine that's continuously being revved. Relaxation is like shifting into a lower gear and cruising for a while, letting your body regenerate and recover. Why can't we practice and make relaxation an art? What do you think about that, James? Are you able to come on? Can you hear me now? I don't know what's going on with his phone today. But one thing that we have to understand in the art of relaxation is definitely that it's some things that happen in the inside. And my health coach practice is we talk about many things. And the one thing is we need to talk about the connection between stress and metabolism. The autonomic nervous system is responsible for digestive activity. And there are two branches, and you'll see what we'll be talking about. Two branches is called the parasympathetic, which is also known as the rest and digest or feel and heal response, because this is optimal state for digestion and healing. When the parasympathetic is activated, metabolic power increases. This means we are relaxed. We actually burn more fat then. Did you know that? The sympathetic is also known as fight or flight. This is our stress response. When we are stressed out, guess what happens to digestion? It shuts down. So we got to remember on a physiological level, your body doesn't differentiate between someone's chasing you and your boss yelling at you or getting tense in a traffic jam. One is life threatening, the other is not. But guess what? On a physiological level, they are the same. They both trigger the body to shut off digestion and store fat. This decreases our metabolic power. When your sympathetic is activated, which is all day for most of us, even at a chronic low level, our parasympathetic is shut off. These do not go on at the same time. If one is on, the other is off. If we don't learn how to relax, we won't be able to tap into our natural mechanism for burning fat and keeping us at an ideal weight. Have you heard of a hormone called cortisol? This is the hormone that is released when we are stressed out. Studies show that increased cortisol in the system leads to fat accumulation. So, people who tend to gain weight primarily around the belly likely experience chronic low level stress as excess cortisol production has this strange effect on fattening up the belly. Does that make sense? So, cortisol goes up, tends to create fat accumulation in the belly. So, you see people who may have skinny legs or skinny arms and they tend to gain all their weight in their belly. So we have to understand what that means. So, what we still have to come to the conclusion of what are we going to be working with today is the art of relaxation. So, we already gave 8 steps, but then again, when some people use stress and threat of punishments to motivate themselves to lose weight. For example, an inner dialogue someone might be having is, I if I don't lose 8 pounds, or I'm not going to my high school reunion, or if I don't go to the gym 4 days this week, then I'm not going to give myself permission to get a massage. Does this work? No. That's using stress and threat of punishment to motivate yourself to lose weight. It might work once or twice, but it really doesn't work. It's not sustainable. The point is worrying and stressing about weight loss or healing is total counterproductive. To produce metabolism, you must relax and stop producing so much cortisol. You got to do it. You got to do it. One thing we always ask is, what are your top 3 relaxers? Things that you have feel relaxed at. There's no wrong answer here. I just want you to become aware of how you intuitively relax already. Then I'll share some specific action steps behind those as you can produce so much cortisol and fire up your metabolism. So that's one thing we have to talk about. What are your 3 relaxers? And you have to ask that for yourself. And what's the number one way to stop producing so much cortisol? The answer is to slow down. So we need to relax in many occasions. If you eat breakfast in 5 minutes, make it 10. If you normally take 10 minutes, bump it up to 15. Another way to slow down is to give yourself at least 20 minutes for lunch and dinner. So, which we call the 20-minute meal. Sometimes we need to arrange our home and our work schedule as best we can to provide ourselves with more time. To commit to providing yourself the gift of more time in each meal and more time to relax. One thing that we always talk about is practicing chewing. So the thing is, we need to also try to practice chewing as an art too as well. With that art, that you chew it till it gets down to the lowest possible bite size. Because if you don't chew it and you just swallow it, you give the rest of your organs the permission to try to destroy that for you. Most of the time, which arise at belly aches and other illnesses too as well. So we want to chew our food down and chomp it down. That's why we have these many teeth to do that. So, but the fun thing about this whole thing is the good news that it takes less than 2 minutes to de-stress the body and move it into a maximum nutritional metabolism metabolic state. So you can eat stress-free anywhere, anytime, and tap into your metabolic power instantly. So how do you do this? We're going to trick your nervous system. The shortcut to turn off stress and activate a psychological relaxation response is conscious breathing, in which we're going to talk about. So, when we are in a stressful state, if we are consciously adapt the deep and rhythmic breathing pattern characteristic of the relaxed state, we fool the central nervous system. The brain says something like this: "Hey, I thought I was a nervous wreck, but I'm breathing like a relaxed person. I must be relaxed." The result is a shift from a state of low digestive activity to full digestive force. I've watched many people cure heartburn, irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, and fatigue by regularly using this simple technique. With any meal or snack, anytime food is about to pass across your lips, ask yourself, am I about to eat under stress? If the answer is yes, pause and take 10 long, slow, deep breaths. And 10 long breaths is about 2 minutes, maybe even a little more. I know you've been in here, James. Are you able to speak now? All right, we'll keep going. So we're going to go and do this experiential exercise, which is called the 5-5-7 breath. So we're going to try this together. This is what I call the 5-5-7 breath. You'll inhale for 5, hold for 5, and exhale for 7. So the exhale is a little bit longer than the inhale. So we're going to be doing this together, okay? So for those who are listening in and those who may listen in a little later, you can put down your pen and just sit comfortably with your spine straight, feet flat on the floor. Eyes can be open or closed. And we'll try a few of these breaths to turn on the relaxation response and fire up our metabolism. So I'm going to put on some soft music and we will begin. All right. We will inhale and inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold for 5, filling your lungs to 2/3 capacity. 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And make sure we're exhaling it all out and slowly drawing in through the nose. We're going to inhale once again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's do one more together. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to be holding the breath and exhaling through the nose. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And as you continue this conscious breathing, steady rhythm, and scan the senses. We're inhaling again for 5, and notice the scent of the air in your nose. The red and oranges on your eyelids, and if they're closed, your taste buds, and the feeling of your bottom on the chair. And now you're holding for 5. Your feet spread wide on the earth. The sound of my voice. And exhaling through the nose, count to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we're going to keep breathing and scanning, tuning into a heightened awareness. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to inhale again for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to inhale again for 5, still noticing the scent of the air in your nose. The red and oranges on your eyelids if they're closed. Your taste buds. The feeling on your legs on the floor. Your feet touching the floor. And now you're holding for 5. Remember, your feet spread wide on the earth. The sound of my voice. And exhaling through the nose. Count to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold for 5. Now exhale through the nose and count to 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do this last time. Inhaling again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And holding for 5, 3, 2, and 1. And when we exhale, we want to do a big, deep breathe coming out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Make sure you do the ragdoll. Drop those shoulders down and just let your arms swing. How did that feel? Can you come back on? We'll see if he's able to come back on. Just remember
Can you hear
that
me
this is
now?
a. Oh, yes, I can.
I
Were
don't know
you able
what's
to do the
going on.
exercise?
Yeah, we did some of them. I've been trying to messing with this audio and video and trying to get everything working with this. So we
Okay.
did do some of the exercise, some of the deep breathing, and we heard all of the 8 steps, but we didn't get a chance to write them down.
And we'll send them to you too as well. So repeat. You always want to repeat that like 10 times and making sure you ask yourself, how are you feeling afterwards?
Okay.
Sometimes we have this acronym that's called WAIT. And when you feel over engaged sometime and talking too much, just think about wait. And the wait says, why am I talking?
Hmm.
Because sometimes it might not be worth talking. So just remember this is a 2 minute relaxation. You could do this anywhere, anytime. I love it because it's free. And breathing before and during meals is a great way to help you become a relaxed person, a eater, and boost your metabolic power. You can also do this in your car, at work, and before bed. I always do it before bed. Get the most powerful rest because you just really stop your mind from thinking and things like that. Even when there's chaos going on throughout your day, pay attention to who you are being. And it's about who you are being in your present moment. How
Right.
many of us want to be stressed every time? Can you relax into the chaos? Some people say, if I'm relaxed, I won't get as much done. Always remember, relaxing isn't necessarily about non doing, it's about who you are being. So you don't have to scream at the top of your lungs. You don't have to be stressed out each day. If we just practice this relaxing and just being in the present, be who you are being. That's it. So practice using conscious breathing, breaths throughout the day and working in the rhythm of relaxation. So it's still productivity, but in the rhythm of relaxation. You'll find that you are more focused, more productive, and more energized. One thing is I wasn't stressed this morning. I just had a lot on my mind, but I was able to do this and it was just like I got so much done and I was so focused. So we have to understand that we need to always take 10 deep conscious breaths before every meal and whenever you feel like it. I think I take those 10 deep conscious breaths before every meal and also before I go to bed too as well. I do it after my meditation. But the positive thing is about this that it puts you in the mind frame in the state of being relaxed. Most people probably don't want to be relaxed because it's unnormal to them because we're always on the go and we're going, and no one wants to actually slow down. But I want to slow down.
Do that.
So
I've
one thing
learned
is
how to
I've
do that.
done is say it again.
So I've learned how to slow down.
Yes, yes. That's powerful. Learning how to slow down. And that's why I said, come on in and join us as we discuss relaxing as an art. How can we keep putting this into our practice each day? And that's important because it reduces a lot of things that's happening to us, well, illnesses and things like that too, as well, that we bring upon ourselves with stress.
Right.
One thing is, if you're looking out the window, always focus on the tree or some texture or the shape of the bark. I love pulling bark off trees. I love smelling leaves and feeling them and things like that because it's just what nature's here is for. I have a really heightened sense of sight, really engaging the eyes and the smell and smelling the food because you actually like to eat it. So most of the time when the relaxation, we get all our senses involved, and that's important. And it feels like a more complete experience. And then it means you're going to be saturated and satisfied sooner. So the slower we eat, the things we take for granted and just slow it down, everything we just gotta just take it into parts and start parting it. Okay, if I'm going too fast, and you know when you're going too fast, you gotta slow down. So, like we stated before, if you eat breakfast in 5 minutes, make it 10. If you normally take 10, bump it up to 15. Give yourself at least 20 minutes for lunch or dinner. And we're going to practice just having a 20-minute meal. So you actually start your clock when you start eating, and you take that meal and you make it last for 20 minutes. 20 minutes includes chewing. One thing I can't continue to say, stop, what they say, woofing down your food. I think that's what I used to say, woofing it down. Because people just, and next thing you know, they swallow it. That gives so much more stress on your stomach, because now they have to break down what you were taught that you're supposed to be chewing. So what I tell people, if you have not liquefied your solid food in your mouth, then guess what? You are making your stomach work a little bit harder.
Mm,
So your food should almost be liquefied in your mouth. That's how much you need to chew it.
mm.
Yes. Even burgers, steaks, everything. Chew
Wow.
it to it's yes. We've been taught to just swallow. Three chews and swallow. And one thing I can tell people is I don't know if people like suck on peppermints and things like that. I know people don't swallow whole peppermints. So
Not
take that time out to savor that taste. Don't crunch it. Take it all the way down until it's no more. And and that's how you can start thinking about your food. Like suck it until it's like it's not chewable, that you can swallow it. So any questions?
No, just practice, practice, practice. Chewing, chewing,
Yes.
chewing.
Practice chewing, practice relaxing. Know when you're in a stressful moment to just practice that and say, let me go to my own little place. And one thing that me and my fiance do is we do forehead to forehead, and we breathe rhythmic with each other. So we have rhythmic breathing. So we catch each other's breath and breathe together as we're breathing together, forehead to forehead. So that's something that we do together. And you can make up your own thing. You could feel the pulse in people's hand, hold hands if somebody is, at a stressful time. Sometimes when people are crying and things like that, you go hug them. Sometimes that makes it worse. So you probably want to figure out why they're crying first, and then try to relax them, and let them know you're there. But then again, that's a whole different situation from what we're talking about: stress, like traffic jams and things like that. And
Mm-hmm.
so many times people have so much on their mind that their stress motor lashes out at other people, because they're either can't handle what's going on inside of them. So a lot of arguments, a lot of stress, prone stuff happens at that particular time too as well, because your cortisol is so high. So
Mm.
that's what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah. So we must learn that we gotta take everything in for us. And I can't keep reiterating that. People's like, I can't believe you don't watch TV. I'm looking like, why should I? Just because I have one don't mean I have to watch it. I got three remotes, and every time I pick one up, I'm like, how do I work this thing? Like it's so hard. They got too many buttons on there.
See.
That's how unbothered I am about a TV. I will sit up in an empty house all day long and just listen to music, and I'm okay with that. So that relaxes me.
Mm.
Any suggestions you guys have for our listeners?
Well, I like long showers. Sometimes relaxes me.
Okay,
Uh,
long
my girl,
showers.
she likes sometimes sitting in warm water and just listen to her music. That's
Yes, yes.
relaxing.
Yes, I love a long, nice, steamy bath until it turns cold. It feels so yucky then after that. Just like,
Yeah.
wow, why can't the water stay hot?
Ah,
So yeah, huh?
so there's several ways you can probably relax, I guess. But I guess it's depending on the individual what they want. With me,
Yeah, and
sometimes
then
just
what?
being in a quiet place.
Yeah, but what is that state of relaxation if your mind is still going?
True.
So we want you to relax the mind. It's not about relaxing the body. It's about who you're being, and that takes a whole process. You're no longer thinking. You're no longer thinking about you just got in an argument with your spouse.
Mm.
You're doing conscious breathing. You're doing like, look, let's move forward. Everything's gone out of the past. Let's move forward. Let's relax. Let's sit here and relax. But sometimes we've been so to practice the learned behavior of just going, going, going.
Right.
A lot of people don't know how to slow down, and
That's true.
it feel not normal to them if they're relaxed. Like I used to tell her all the time, dude, just sit down, please. Just sit down. I gotta be doing something. No, you don't. Just lay down, please. We ain't got nowhere to go. You just up and just moving because you just gotta be doing it. So sometimes you gotta tell other people to be still. But I just think that it helps a whole lot. And one day, just having a whole breathing and meditational moment to get that into realization. And sometimes people need that. I know
True.
I was talking to a friend of mine. He did a 7 week meditational retreat where it was just
Mm.
nothing but quietness for 7 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, I told him I want that address.
Oh,
I would do that. I am so down for that. I'll probably
how
come
much I
back and
could
be
do
like,
for
who are
7 weeks?
you? Huh?
7 weeks?
7 weeks.
I don't know if I can do it 7 weeks.
Oh, I
But I can do
can.
it one
Yes, I
week.
can. Oh, yeah. I be quiet for 7 weeks. Oh, man, meditate 7 weeks. Yes, please allow me to do it. Nothing. Turn off phones. Everything. 7 weeks. I love it.
Mm.
It's just a renewing of the mind, a renewing of who you are. My whole goal is, to travel to synagogues and temples too as well, and just look at other practices and things like that. I mean, I think what we have to really understand that it's a state of mind, and how do we turn off that state of mind and focus more on the energy above? Because the thing is, sometimes we burn so much energy, we don't have enough energy to keep living. And that's how
Yeah.
things burn out. So that's enough of my soapbox. Any other questions? Any other comments?
No, I don't have any more.
Okay. What's words of wisdom before we leave today? But we all need to do and discuss relaxing and put it as an art. That is the most important part, is having that art of relaxation, making
True.
sure that you're putting yourself in a position to not raise your voice and just maintain that peace. And if you do raise your voice, know how to take yourself back down.
True.
Sometimes we get heightened by situations. So if you keep your voice at a 3, keep it maintained at a 3. If you go to a 5, know how to bring yourself back down.
Mm.
Go ahead. Can you hear me?
No, I was just saying, I was agreeing with
Yes. What words of wisdom do we have before we leave today?
practice, 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 the art of relaxation.
Yes. I can't keep telling you guys that. This is something that's going to be very popular in the coming futures because the one thing is we need to continue to practice this. And I see it's being very prevalent in many areas because basically people have the tendency to I have to do. And you really don't have to do because sometimes you're so antsy to do it that you can't do it because you're too antsy to do it.
True.
So,
Meditation
and
is
that
meditation is like a source of relaxation. Isn't
yes, yes, meditation is like a big source of relaxation. Be able to focus on who you are and your being in that meditational state. So yes, it's so rewarding, so rewarding.
it?
Any words of wisdom you have, Gerald?
Oh,
You call it meditating.
I was. I was deep.
Oh, she was
Um,
deep meditating.
yeah.
She said, "Oh,
Um, just look at some things that you need to do for yourself, and just
yes,
like we've been talking about throughout some of the rest of them, take care of yourself first, which I have started doing a lot more of, and trying to do some things that you can do to relax yourself and just clear your mind as much as possible sometimes to just kind of reset.
yes,
That's what I
reset,
have.
yes, reset, refocus, then restart. Reset, refocus, and restart. Reality
Yeah.
only begins when you restart and actually practice conscious breathing. It's the 557. Five inhale, five holding, and seven exhaling. Say that again.
Five
Five,
inhaling,
five
Five
inhaling,
in,
five. You
five
inhale for
holding,
five. You hold
five,
for five,
holding,
and
hmm
exhale
exhale
and
for
then
seven.
seven.
exhale for seven. Yes,
557.
557. And you do that for 10 times, which should take about 2 minutes. Yeah, and we all have 10 minutes to waste, especially
Of
when it's
course.
free.
Yeah.
So as we leave here, we want to thank you guys for supporting us. We have had our 2nd year anniversary, which was August 2nd. Thank you for all
Yes,
the downloads.
congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes, thank you for all the downloads. We didn't come on. I think we came on for a short period of time, but we just want to thank everyone for downloading, supporting us. If you need me to speak at any speaking engagement, you can email me at thetrjudah@outlook.com. Someone will return your message. Also, get ready for the book that's coming out, which is The Pressures of My Skin in September, late September. And also get ready for the Heal Tour in 2023, which is health education and the awareness of life. Because I think we still have to understand what does it mean for us to heal. And in our healing, we have a lot of things that we need to discuss and
Mhm.
also put into perspective because nobody wants to ever feel hurt.
True.
Okay. And we have been hurt and we've been hurting ourselves many, many times by putting foreign objects in our system and substances in our system too that we shouldn't have.
True that.
So before we leave today, understand every Wednesday at Greater Tabernacle Ministries we have Bible study, and that's at 6:15 Central Standard Time, 7:15 Eastern Standard Time, and I think that'll be 3:15, 4:15 Mountain Standard Time. Also, we are having Thursday at 6:15 Central Standard Time, 7:15 Eastern Standard Time, and 4:15 Mountain Standard Time. We're talking about church hurt, repairing spiritual relationships. Make sure you come out and join in. So we talk about church hurt. And I don't like the word church because God is the body and He is the church. So I like to say spiritual hurt. But y'all get what we're saying. Y'all know some people that hurt
Yeah.
y'all up in there. Them people that hurt y'all. It wasn't God, it was some people. On every Sunday we have Sunday Jewels on the Rise. We have the infamous LaRonda Glass that with the Jewels Mentoring LLC. You can look her up on Instagram at Jewels Mentoring LLC. And we talk Sunday Jewels on the Rise, and we try to give you Sunday Jewels every Sunday. And we say on the rise because only you will rise up from the nuggets and information if you use it wisely. Last but not least, every Tuesday we're here at Pod Being Live. We are thinking about another spot somewhere soon. We just got to make some arrangements for different people. I'm in conversation with a couple of different people, and so you can come on board and we have more conversation because I think this conversation is needed beyond the broken veil, and this conversation is free. So as long as you bring someone in, or just download or share it with someone and let them know that we're here to continue to keep doing this as long as we have breath. Let's say that. Because basically, this is a need and it is God sent. And we're going to continue to keep God as our first priority in
Yeah.
everything that we do too as well. Every Sunday, we can join Greater Tabernacle Ministries, and we do have our pastor's anniversary, which will be at 2 o'clock p.m. Central
Mm-hmm.
Standard Time and 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can still join the Start Meet app, and I always forget the number. I need to write it down in front of me so I won't be able to look at it anymore. 77 something. 774.
774.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a minute. I had it
774.
right. Six. Hold on.
I know you can do the 3sims3 at yahoo.com at yahoo.com. And that's THREE Sims SIMS 3, the number 3 at yahoo.com. And understand that just go to the Start Meeting app, and that's STARTMEEETING, and it's in the app. You can do your Apple or your Android phone too as well. Did you get that number?
I do 774 258
774 258
uh-huh 6705.
6705 774-258-6705 774-258-6705. So definitely make sure you call in. Make sure we're here every Sunday. Sunday school is at 8:45 Central Standard Time, 9:45 Eastern Standard Time. And you probably won't get up that early if you're Mountain Standard
Six,
Time, but if you want to,
six,
say it again.
it's 645 Mountain.
6:45 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. Yes. So we must realize of what we need to do. And then Sunday's church is immediately after that. So if you join in Sunday school, if you come in about 10:30 or whatever, 6:45, 8:45, or 9:45, you can catch the Sunday school. And also, if you're looking for a church home, don't forget Mount Zion. I mean, not Mount Zion Consfield, but
Greater
Greater
Tabernacle
Tabernacle
Ministry.
Ministries.
Going way back.
That's where I grew up at. Shout out
Yeah,
to Mount Zion Carsville.
yeah. Mount Zion
Down there in Kent,
Cosville.
Mississippi, off of Tifalo Road. Tifalo
Home
Road.
to
Yes,
the
Tifalo.
to
Off of
telephone.
Tifalo Road. Yes, on Tifalo Road. And when you buy there, just stop by and just pick up some blackberries and bring me some back.
Gotta
I
get
can't
time to
wait to
eat.
go on because I'm going to pick some blackberries. I'm sorry. They
You
don't
gotta wait
taste
till the
good up here in
spring.
DC. Huh?
You gotta wait till the
They don't
spring.
taste good, huh?
You gotta wait till the spring. They
I
don't
thought they
do
come like
running
in
to
June, July. This is the
no
time.
May. Is April, May.
Oh no, I done missed them. That one of them don't taste
Some
right up here.
and dewberry would be March, but April, May is the blackberry.
Oh, okay, so I'm gonna have to come up in April, May, because I'm clearly I just ain't had none since I left Canton. They just don't be right. I
Yeah.
bite one, I be like, this is not how they taste in
What's the
Canton.
most sausage
They,
though?
huh?
Oh, I'm talking Drew. I'm sorry.
It tastes like the sun then kissed them in Canton. I'm talking about good, juicy, big. blackberries.
Oh, the
Where your
blueberries you
finger,
talking about.
where your fingers be that have that juice
Blue.
all over them. You have to scrub them hard just to get it off.
Lips blue, fingers blue.
They be so good. Man, what? And you get out in the field and pick them. Although they you prick your hand and everything, you be just one story before we leave, because my grandmother used to, God rest her soul, um, make us blackberry cobbler. Jesus Christ.
Mhm.
Oh gosh. And she would make the crust from scratch.
Right.
Did, can I get any grandmother to do that again? Because clearly I will pay to have that happen. I know how to do it, but guess what? My grandmother she would slap it on there. And I used to just love her blackberry cobbler. Oh my gosh. I will, yeah, I will go pick blackberries in a thunderstorm to get some blackberry cobbler. Oh, they were so delicious. But those were the days, and I'm much older and wiser now. So I go buy them and pretend like I'm going to make a blackberry cobbler and just eat the blackberries.
Your sister, your sister can make a. Ask your sister to make you a cobbler.
It don't taste like grandmother.
Ask your sister to make you a cobbler.
It don't taste like grandmother. She be losing them biscuits. I want the flour when you make your own dough. I
Okay.
want that manufactured dough.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I know how to make it. But I'm gonna take the time out and do one and
Mhm.
see how it turns out.
Okay.
But don't nobody know about my $1 million macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna let you know that.
Mm.
That's the one y'all had for Thanksgiving last. Was it Christmas, Thanksgiving?
Christmas. Was it
You
Christmas?
sure?
Thank-
Was Thanksgiving?
I
It's
think
Thanksgiving.
it
one
was
of them.
Thanksgiving.
It
I
was
think it was thanks.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that $1 million macaroni and cheese was smoking. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you got about 30 cheeses in there, and expensive cheeses.
30.
30.
You got some flagship in it.
So what?
Flagship cheese.
I don't know what that is.
I learned that in Seattle, Washington.
Oh, okay. That's
Went to
the.
beach where they make the
Nobody want
Went
that
to where?
stuff. Did you like
beaches.
it?
Yeah, we went to Beecher's where they make the cheese.
Oh, okay. So y'all went to the cheese factory.
Right.
That was not Cheesecake Factory, so I'm not putting a spot out there for Cheesecake Factory. But Cheesecake,
No,
if you get anybody to come in there
it's
because
just
they heard it
cheese.
on my podcast, please give me my residuals. Go ahead.
Hmm?
So as we leave here today, because I'll just keep on going.
I see.
But I'm still
You
I'm
got a
still
long
thinking about
line.
that blackberry cobbler. Oh my gosh. Delicious. So always remember as we leave here today is tell a friend, tell a foe, tell your spouse, heck, tell everyone. We'll see you on the next podcast, which is Sunday. But also making sure that you do come and join in the Greater Tabernacle Ministries as we start meeting app. And also remember, if you can't get this on a live stream, we do plus replay on www.therise.live, and that is our website where we archive all our podcasts. So always remember, you can go to www.therise.live and you will get that information, okay? So guess what? Tell a friend, tell a phone, tell your spouse. Heck, tell everyone, and we'll see you on our next
Peace.
podcast. And have a good night.
Good
Blessings.
night.
Good night.